It's Matt from Britical Saiyans here, and today I'm going to show you my updated Hirudegarn deck profile. So for those who don't know what Hirudegarn does, is auto on his unawakened side is when he attacks you can, discard, I can't remember this myself, discard a battle card and draw 2 cards. His awakening is you get 2 energy back. And then when he's awakened, his auto is quite simple, like there's nothing to it really. When he attacks, he gets draw a card, and if you got 4 more energy, your opponent chooses a card from their hand and puts it on top of the deck. He doesn't have to attack the leader for that effect to resolve, so you can attack battle cards and do it that way. So on to the main deck then. As normal, we'll start off with the extra cards. Yeah, there's quite a lot for this deck. But so start off with, got the 4 negates for the deck. So gone with the Dimension Magic. This is the Sparking 5/1 for blue. So you can either take a life and get 2 energy back, or you pay 1 and get 2 energy back. And obviously negate the attack. And then another 4 of in the deck for the extra cards is the Phantom Flame Cannon. So this is pay 1 blue, activate battle. If your leader card is Hirudegarn, it gains 10,000 power, and you choose a card from your opponent's hand and place it on top of their deck. You don't get to see the card, obviously. You just pick one. And then we got 3 Senzu Beans. So this is pay 1 blue, activate battle, choose up to 1 of your cards. It gains 5,000 power, and you get 2 energy back. So yeah, you just pay the 1, get the 1 back, and then another 1. And then for the last of the extra cards, we've got 2 ectoplasms. This is in there to save your Hirudegarns from anything that would kill them by a card effect. So it just gets them out of there without them using their autos, which negate attacks. But so this is a counterplay. You choose up to 1 Hirudegarn card in your battle area, send it to your warp. And at the start of your next main phase, you play that card from the warp. So it's to save the main gun of the deck, basically. Alright, so the 1-drops, there is only 1, and it is 4 copies of the Hidden Darkness Minutia. So this has got auto when this card is placed in the drop area from your hand. So basically you try and do it off the leader effect. So you can do off your leader effect, you draw 2 cards, and then you search with this for the 2-drop, which I will go into now actually quickly. So you basically search your deck for this card. So this is why you do a 4/4 split on them, because then hopefully these all stay in the deck and then you see these and search it. So you get this, and this one is auto. When this card attacks, you mill the top 3 cards of your deck, but then he's here for his activate main of paying 3. You choose this card from your battle area and a Tapion from your drop area, send into the warp, and then you get I can't even words. Defense Hirudegarn, it's a 7-drop basically. So that's that little package. So the rest of the 2-drops, we got the Hoist Super Combo. So this is really good super combo. Can only work with a Phantom Demon, which there's only Hirudegarn, so it's very obviously straight up Pacific. And you can do it 4 or less life. You place 8 card from your hand to the drop area, and you draw 2 and gains 10k. Pretty simple. And then for the last of the 2-drops, the 1-off unyielding, just for during your turn combo with it, get an energy back, try and extend the plays. Because your deck thinning so much and drawing plays of cards, hopefully we'll see it. But obviously you never know. But it's still nice to have in there. Onto the 3-drops. So we got Quick Thinking Go Tanks, so there's 3 of these, and it's literally just here for its auto. When you when you play this card with Union, draw 2 cards, but we're not doing it for that because you don't Union with it. We're just doing it for its critical and its auto when it attacks to draw a card. So that's all it's there for, to gain you those extra cards and put that tiny bit of pressure on. And then we've got 4 copies of Oath's Power Tapion. The reason why there's 4 of these is because you need it for that 2-drop Hirudegarn piece, the legs. And also he's your Self-Awakener for the deck, because when you play this card, you choose up to 2 cards from your life, add them to your hand. If you do, you choose up to 1 of your opponent's, choose up to 1 or more cards in your hand. What? Choose 2 cards from your life, add them to your hand. If you choose to add 1 or more, yeah, just because my brain's misreading, you bounce 1 of their battle cards that cost energy, cost of 5 or less, back to the top of the deck. It's because of the way of words. Yeah, and then we got 2 copies of Sneak Attack Son Goku. He's just here to bounce stuff, same as the Tapion, but the Tapion does obviously a little bit more for the deck. But it's just, when you play this card, you choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and return to your owner's hand. There's no restriction on what it bounces, but yeah, there's only 2 off. And then for the last of the 3 drops, 4 copies of Sneak Attack Vegeta. So he's got Barrier, and also when he attacks a leader, your opponent chooses a card from the hand and places it on top of the deck. So it's just good in general, really good blue card. So then on to the 7 drops. We've got the 4 copies of the Defense Hirudegarn. This is the one that you get off this, basically. Just have Tapion in the drop and then pay the 3, send those 2 to the warp, and then you bring this out. Although you can do this from the drop, so you can combo with this early game and bring it out from the drop. He's got Barrier and a really nice auto of when your opponent declares your attack, you can basically negate the attack using this card, where you send itself and 1 card from your hand to the warp, and then just negates attack, and then he comes back at your start of your next main phase. On to the other 7 drop in the deck, we've got the new promo. I was a bit sketchy on this card when I first saw it, but in the testing I still haven't had a chance to actually play it yet. But upon reading it more and actually thinking about it, it's actually really good for the deck. It's a blocker, so that's always good, but it's permanent. If you have 1 or more copies of both Tapion and Minutia cards in your drop area, which you should have because your Minutia should be getting discarded with Hirudegarn, and then Tapion should just be going to your drop after you've used him anyway, unless you want to keep him as a 15 beat stick on the field. So you have 1 of those in your drop area, and no Phantom Demon card is in play in your battle area, so any of the Hirudegarn's pieces basically. You can play this card from your hand without paying its energy cost, but it loses 10k power. But it's just there as a 10k blocker, but you can just use it as a cheap way to get into the last card of the deck, the 9 drop. It's got EX Evolve for 4, so if you end up playing this one for 3, it still leaves you with a 4 energy open for the turn to use to evolve into this guy. And then when you play this card, you choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and 1 card from the hand and place them on top of the deck in any order you choose. So you go like battle, then hand, or hand and battle, depending on which card you want them to draw. Obviously from the hand you don't see the card, so you bear that in mind, but generally you go, yeah, the battle card and then card from hand. And then he's got the same effect as the other 7 drop, where you basically send this card to the warp and 1 card from your hand to the warp and negate the attack, so it gives you another negate for your deck basically. And then when he comes back out, and then because you've used his effect, he comes back into play, then his effect triggers again to bounce 2 cards. So it's very hand disruptive. So yeah, that's my mono blue Hirudegarn deck. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.